Welcome to
the High as Fuck podcast with your boys
Matt Jackson
and Joe motherfucking Cool. What's up, y'all? We got an interview today.
A good one.
A really
time.
exciting interview.
This is a big one for us.
Big one. Big one.
It's a big deal for me. And we're about to have Victor Andrews on the High as Fuck podcast.
Andrews on the High as Fuck podcast.
Big things popping and little things stopping.
Yeah.
Good shit, like and subscribe. Like I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, this almost 2-hour interview gets deep. It gets inspirational. We talk Dragon Ball Z. We talk his moments on Raw. We got moments when he was on NXT. His son. His family life. Him being, in my opinion, the greatest father that you inspire to be. Did a lot for me thinking. You know, when we talked to him, it was just very inspirational and heartfelt, and there was 2 times where I just thought I was going Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Can't pronounce words right. So, I almost said Viagra Falls earlier.
Almost 2-hour-long interview with a dope-ass dude who just has done so much and just so great of a guy.
And is literally Mr. Everything.
Mr. Everything.
And,
Victor Andrews.
You know, I can't say it enough. I love the inspirational moments on this show. Those are our key moments that I'm here to create.
Yeah.
And here to explore and here to, whatever. Expand on it. Life is what you make it.
Yeah.
So, just hearing his life story in a sense, and moments he's had in the business, like WWE. I don't want to sound like Booker T saying the business so much, but his moments in WWE, NXT, and all that stuff, and it's some great stuff. So y'all need to really watch this whole thing, listen to it. Hey, if you only got 30 minutes today, hey, pause it, watch the other half later, whatever. Please, for all means, like, subscribe, and listen to this interview.
Yeah.
This was, man, if I wasn't trying to be as professional as I want to be, I would have straight up cried. Like boo-hooed if I just could not keep it together. I mean, there was tears in my eyes twice. That kind of barely happens, but when we're talking about children, I'm a father myself. Like, we talk about that, it just chokes me up. There was a couple things we talked about. Like I said, this interview goes deep, emotional, deep. Literally there was a moment in it that he didn't even have to talk about. He didn't even have to bring it up and not talk about it at all. I'm not going to talk about it right now. You got to listen to the interview to hear everything. But, essentially, it's just, if you want to talk about something, talk about it. If you think it's going to help somebody out, let's do this. Damn near about, I cried. I teared up. I just can't stress it enough. Inspiration is what we all need. We need to lift each other up. We need to make each other better than we were yesterday.
You have to have community.
Yeah.
Community is key.
So, this interview, Lord of mercy. If you don't get something out of this interview, I doubt it. I doubt you're not going to. I doubt it. I highly doubt you're going to walk away from this interview and go, I didn't learn nothing. You're not going to say that at all. You're not. There's no way you can say you didn't learn nothing. Or something. Heartstrings being felt.
Yeah.
Heartstrings being pulled on, tugged on. Very down-to-earth person. A man that's been in the business for a while. 3 kids. Just phenomenal dad. Phenomenal person.
Great guy.
We talk about his son. Wrestle, all this stuff that he's been doing. Check it out. Check it out.
Listen to the interview.
Definitely listen to this interview, even if you have to listen to it in parts, because it is, 2 hours long. So, I feel you. Like, subscribe, share it to people. Share this to somebody else. If you felt something in it that you think someone else needs to hear,
comment.
Timestamp that spot
subscribe
in that pod. Comment the timestamp in the comments that touched you.
And tag your friend.
And then let's get this community growing. Let's get this thing, like, I know there's so many out there, but we're all striving to be not on the same level, because but I want to I want to be here to be able to do what I want to do, and push who I like, and get who I can get on the show, and just go about my day and know that I've been accomplishing things, knocking things out the park, And every interview we've done gets more inspirational, gets more in tune with human nature, with what we need to get back to, the roots of our being. The fruits of nature, the whatever I'm trying to, like, whatever. But we just need to get back. We need to get back to fucking what humanality is. We need to be the best of the best. Not the army, but we are an army.
We are an army.
We are. And I want to become the highest fuck wrestling army. So, like that button. Hit that like button. Notification bell. So you're uptight. So you know when we do these things.
Subscribe to our channel. Follow us for more. And be there to grow with us.
And go to Facebook. Look up Wrestling Matt group channel. I mean the group page. And go and join. Join today. JB War will be letting people in the door when I'm not on. He's my admin, so, or Brink of War, whatever you want to call the guy. James, he will be doing that. He does that. He lets people in. He lets, does my regulations sometimes when he's got time. So, just hit the join on it. Wrestling Mats. It's the same logo that's here, basically. So you'll see it. You'll know it's us. It's 500 and some people in the group. Let's grow it more, and let's become the Wrestling Mat Nation, the highest fuck podcast nation. Let's get this on the grind, on the move. 500 people on this thing. Let's hit that subscribe button. Let's hit that subscribe button, because guess what? If you got a channel, guess what we're doing? We're subscribing back. I'm subscribing back with my channels. A wrestling one, a gaming one. All my channels will be liking you back or subscribing you back and doing a thing. So let's do the damn thing. What's my name? Matt Jackson.
And Joe Cool.
Oh, fucking cool, boys and girls. And here's Victor Andrews. And we are here with Mr. Victor Andrews.
All right. So this is an exciting interview.
It really is. Been watching this man wrestle for I don't know how long now.
Yeah.
And met him in person, talked to him in person, like, been on some shows where I set up for them to wrestle later that night. So pretty cool to have, Victor Andrews on today. I left Mark in the bed, okay? We all understand that terminology there. So I left him in the bed. Because we're going to get into something. We're going to get into a couple things, of course. So how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I'm all the way to Pennsylvania for AXW Rumble show. We're doing a show for autism.
Awesome.
It's an autism acceptance show, so I'm really excited to work with Bob Evans and his crew. It's going to be a great, fun day, fun night. I got my roadie with me, Steven Weeks. We're going to go out there and bring love to professional wrestling.
Hell yes. And you just said Bob Evans. You mean Brutal Bob?
Absolutely. The Brutal Bob.
Holy shit, dude. Brutal Bob Evans. Working the show with him today. I told you, man. The guys I know, they ain't no slouches, man.
Just the intro, just that little bit alone about just the benefit for
First thing out of his mouth.
First thing out of his mouth. We talk about it all, Matt. We talk about it all the time.
the community of professional wrestling.
Yes.
And what it is and what it can do for the world.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same thing. We talk about all the different things that we're involved in and how they can change the world.
Yep.
And this is just another element, another way to make the world a better place.
Yep. And this is another good start off to the interview today because you know how I love this. Anything, because I'm a father as well, so anything that deals with taking care of the children or doing anything for children or anything like that. I guess I'm gonna use a new terminology. Pockets deep. I'm pockets deep in it.
Before we dive deep into the interview, let's give the audience a little insight of how powerful professional wrestling is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Professional wrestling is the only sport that I've ever known that can stop a war.
Wow.
Just for the troops to sit and watch the wrestlers perform. I mean, think about it. When WWE does the USO shows, when they're going out there to Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia and everywhere else, when they've done these shows out there, they literally have a ceasefire. I don't think people really paid attention to these things.
Yeah,
they have a ceasefire during the event. And then the performers go out there, they perform, they put on a great show, they let the troops know that we behind them, we love them, and everything else, and then they come home, and it's like they go right back to fighting. Like, I think if we can just get into where we can put on shows every single day around the country, I don't think we would have any more problems at all.
That's the answer.
There's the answer.
That is the answer.
Everybody needs to be stoned and on wrestling.
To solve the world's problems, everybody needs to be stoned and watching wrestling 24/7. That's the answer.
That's it. That's it.
we just
take all the world leaders, bring them together, let them have promos on each other, get in the ring, or a little quick match, and then go home and say, you know, brother, you were the better man today. I hope the country flourishes and does better in their future endeavors. We appreciate y'all. Okay, can we do this again next year?
Hell yeah.
A world soldiers from you.
Kind of break it up a little bit, Victor.
That's just all like that, man. That's how we bring the world together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we bring the world together. We can fix the world through love, joint pageantry of what the world and compassion for one another. And it can be done through the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah, no, we talk about this a lot on the show. Is what can we do on our show that can maybe help somebody else, or like bringing or like even interviewing wrestlers that maybe no one really knows about, or just trying to bring everybody up.
Yeah.
Like on this show, that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
We try to bring people up. We try to we might be the highest fuck podcast. Some people might be like, okay, so they get high a lot, but we don't. It's not like we smoke like 24/7 or a day.
You said
smoking's good for you.
The Highest Fuck podcast stands for much more than that. Yeah, we're high as fuck when we're
high on wrestling,
but we're high on wrestling. We're high on life. We're it is what it is.
Yep. So I mean, I really like it, and everybody I came in contact likes the whole concept. And we were on the fly basically too. We should. I was like, I make jokes about it. We should have been called On the Fly podcast. That's what I do. I love on the fly shit. I know you probably respect that too, Victor. Is on the fly matches. Since we just segue right into some on the fly stuff, I want to get some more, their opinions on it because they're
behind the creative.
Yeah. So going out there and not match planning, and going out there and on the fly stuff, man. Jimmy Love loves doing that too. And what's your opinion or your thoughts or how much do you like it or whatever your thoughts on the fly wrestling?
Man, I love it to the fullest extent. It truly shows who are real athletes and who are real fighters, or who is just programmed to do things a particular way. You get in the ring, you're on the fly. You don't have to worry about, am I going to remember this spot, or am I going to mess up this spot? And sort of like it's a fight. Like that's what professional wrestling is. And it's a fight. So if you go in there, and you do it on the fly. You don't have to worry about remembering everything from spot to spot to spot. You just go in there and remember. And listen, I'm either going to punch the guy, I'm going to kick him, or I'm going to grab him to make him tap out or pass out, and that's all you got to worry about. That's all you got to think about. So you just get in the ring and actually have a fight. You don't have to worry about going through a whole script of things just to make it make sense. And then you can call that for your match in the back, and then you get out there performing, and then the fans don't even care what you're doing.
Yeah.
Up to the ring and doing it on the fly allows you to be able to read the fans and know exactly what they want to see, what they're willing to cheer for, what they're willing to move for, and having them get involved in the matches. Not so much as dictating how your match is going to be, but just being out there and being entertained and enjoying themselves. That's what on-the-fly matches do for you. A lot of guys, they want to call everything back because they're like, oh, yeah, this is going to pop the boys. But the boys ain't paying your PO.
I don't know.
The fans are. So go out there and pump the fan. Don't go out there and do all the 630s and going through tables and Canadian destroyers with a side of bacon. Like, you don't need to do all that. Just go out there and just perform and have fun and enjoy yourself. And allow the fans to enjoy what you're doing.
That's some good powerful stuff right there. I think like the same thing you just said, but if I was to book somebody, I would book. If they did their own fly stuff, I'd actually be able to see more of their, are they real wrestlers?
I'd be like, all right,
are you playing dressed up like Jim Cornette likes to say,
for audition,
or are you actually wrestler?
Audition matches, you're like, all right, you guys know how to do what you've done. I've trained you. You know how to do what you do. Yep. Or I've watched you in the business. I know how to do what you do. Go out there and show me.
Yep.
This is who I want to win, okay? But then go out there and show me what the fuck you can do.
Yep, because it's not all about winning. In wrestling, you can lose and get so much out of it. Like, We'll go back to John Cena and Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 30. Bray Wyatt lost to John Cena. I was there in person. I cried. Bray Wyatt lost to John Cena. But I know it sounds fucking bad. I cried about it, but anyway. So I was in a bunch of emotional shit with that. Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, Undertaker.
You were at WrestleMania. Of course, you were emotional.
Yeah, I lost my faith. But the next thing on Raw, Bray Wyatt had all the Fireflies out there. It was like he didn't even lose.
Right.
Winning's not everything in wrestling. It's how do you sell that fucking match to us?
Yeah.
How do you sell that to us? Right. I know we're trying to dive into more of the stuff no one knows about, because I know a lot of the ins and outs of wrestling as well, because I was, did some training and talked Jimmy Love and blah, blah, blah. So, like, I'm trying to get more of that area, but people told me before, they're like, if you get there, you're not going to see wrestling the same way.
Right.
And they're right, but there's no way to kill my fucking obsession with wrestling.
Now that I'm an adult, I appreciate it in a much different way.
Different way, yeah.
Yeah, than I did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, there was the larger-than-life personalities. There was all the stuff, the pageantry and everything that you're excited about. You didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, and like you cheered for the people that were supposed to be cheered for, of course.
Right.
That's what they want you to do. But then when I started getting older, I started seeing the heels, like the Bullet Club. They're the biggest selling heels at that time, and everybody loved them. So, I mean, I think it's just because it just shows how talented you are, even through a heel, to appreciate them. Like MJF. I fucking love that man, because he's real.
So
he's more real than
you asked Victor what he feels about, shoot wrestling versus scripted wrestling, from the beginning. I'm interested.
Are we going to go into the scripted thing? Oh, we just watched this morning? With him in it? We're going to get to that.
Oh.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to Jessica. We're going to talk about Jessica.
Oh, man.
I think that was your name as Bobby Lashley's sister, was Jessica.
Yes, I was Jessica Lashley.
Dude, your performance, I know this was like, and I talk about this a lot also, is sometimes in the wrestling world, you're given something that might be some dumb ass shit. or might come off like, oh my god, what the fuck?
We talk about it with.
I gotta be a sister.
We talk about it with Undertaker all the time. I'm not going to use his real name, but the Undertaker gimmick was just dumb to start.
Oh, when you worded it out.
When you think of it,
he's a zombie.
He's a zombie dead man that buries dead people. Like, it's dumb.
Yeah, but he made it work.
But he made it work.
Now, this whole segment though on Raw was really big for me because I was watching it. I already know who Victor is. I've met him in person. Like, been in his world with him probably more than I can even remember. But when he came out there, I knew who the fuck he was walking out as one of the sisters. Like, oh my god, that's Victor Andrews right there. Oh my Jesus, dude, I was just fanboy a little bit, but. That's an actual supporter though. That's
I thought you left Mark in bed.
I did, but he has to come out a little bit sometimes. But but that means that the guys that I have met in real life, or wrestling in general, or anybody that I've met in real life, means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And to see them on the big stage, don't care what they're doing. I really don't.
Well,
I mean, Anthony was with a med one time. So I mean. But when you did that whole thing, your voice was good. You took Bobby Lashley's I can't remember what that move is called, but it's like
Spinebuster.
Yeah, it's a spinebuster type deal where he grabs you by the chest, and
yeah,
you took that so well. Like the other guys are trained guys too. I can't remember who they were. That wasn't Platinum Max Caster, was it?
Yes. One of them is Max Caster. Yes.
I knew it was. I was like, that's got to be Max Caster. But your whole performance with that whole big slam, I mean, your selling of that, you stomping them, all this stuff. And you got to work with Sami fucking Zayn, dude.
Yeah.
The highest, like the biggest guy right now. And who was talking about it? John Cole was talking about how good Sami was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that whole segment right there, man. Now, you probably had more moments like that on Raw, haven't you?
The only other moment I've had was when I wrestled against Veer Mahal last year.
That's right. I saw that too. And Veer Mahal, I am fucking high on him too. I was. Till I put him back in NXT.
Amazing guy, amazing talent.
God damn, that must have been crazy though. Because you went up against two big guys in the WWE. You went up against, well, not really go up against Bobby Lashley, but you got to feel what Bobby Lashley had. And how did that feel?
Man, listen. When he got to the back, he came to me immediately and was like, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, fine." He said, "Man, you jump good." Like, I jumped so high.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch it, you will see him actually grab my tights to pull me back out of the air because I jumped so high. And he was so appreciative of that because back up, I made him look that much stronger. And if you actually pay attention now, everybody that takes that spot, that takes that maneuver, jumps straight up for him.
Yep.
A lot of people before that would jump into him to where he had to pull him back, and almost like a whiplash effect where he slings him back into the back. Where you look at a lot of guys now, they jump straight up for him. It makes it that much more impactful.
It does.
But I've had that opportunity with him. I've had that opportunity with Ben Mahon. My first opportunity with WWE was in NXT. It was me and Lawrence Sullivan versus Heavy Machinery. And that was an amazing opportunity. So I've been in the ring with some really big guys, man. I've actually wrestled Billy Gunn in New Jersey for an independent promotion the week of WrestleMania. I want to say it was 32, 33. Which one was it? Kofi Kingston won the title.
Oh shit, Kofi Mania? Fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah. What's his like?
No, what 30? Because Daniel Bryan was there, 30.
Yeah, but I wrestled Billy Gunn that week and beat him in a match. Wow. So I've been in the ring with some really big guys. I wrestled Mr. Hughes, a long time WWE legend. So, man, listen, I'm out here doing the work, bro.
Yeah.
That is fucking amazing. Do you know who you're fighting tonight?
I'm actually going to be a part of the Robbie Rumble.
Okay.
It's like a Royal Rumble style match.
Oh,
that's
named after a kid, right? It's named after a kid, right?
Yeah, it's actually named after Bob Evans' son.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So we're gonna be involved in the Rumble, and then after that, we're gonna get some cookies and milk and lay out in my hotel room till the time to come home tomorrow.
I love it.
Hell yeah, that's probably about the best thing about the gig of wrestling. You get put up in hotel rooms and goddamn get special moments too. And if you work really hard, like what J. Cole said, he fought a legend. And then, Zombie Dragon got to fight Tajiri.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Mark Henry.
The most craziest amenity I've ever gotten or trip I've ever gotten from professional wrestling. I work for a company called Destination 6. Right now they're located in Illinois. They used to be in California. They used to be in Barstow, California. I've never been to Barstow. I've always heard about it in the movies. Tyrese referenced Barstow in the movie Fast and Furious. So when I went there, they contacted me and said, hey, we want to bring you over for a match against our champion, Barabasi. Let's do it. Took it the flight. The venue that they had the show at actually had rooms in it. So I was able to stay there in the venue and everything. Do you guys know that they flew me over there to wrestle the champion? Well, at that time, COVID was prominent, so the champion ended up getting COVID. So they ended up bringing somebody else in for me to wrestle. That was the only match scheduled for that day. They flew me over there to go wrestle and then come back home the next day.
Wow.
It was the only match. And when I got there, I got there the day before, got up the next morning, got ready, and about 1 o'clock, the promoter came, and some of the other guys came, so I started wrestling, training with them, scooping around, and the promoter came to me and said, well, your opponent's coming, and he's going to be here at this time, and then whenever you guys ready, we'll go ahead and match and record it. Good. And I said, okay, cool. What time is everybody else getting here? And he was like, everybody's who? I said, all the other matches. He said, no, that's it. I said, what do you mean, that's it? He said, no, it's just you and your opponent. It's the only match we're recording today.
The only match booked on the card.
Are you serious? He said, yeah. This is the only match we're going to do today. And they had a couple of guys sit in the audience as audience members and watch the match, and we put it on and recorded it and put it up on YouTube, and that was it. I was like, I have never had an experience where they brought me out as the only match on the show.
That's awesome.
And it was amazing. It was so much fun. The hospitality was amazing. Like I said, they're in Illinois now. You guys get a chance to look them up. They have an amazing product. They actually went out of an old church now. And I learned a lot of stuff with that. I've learned that churches are easy to buy. They're a lot cheaper than what you expect. And you can pretty much do whatever you like. You can turn it into a homeless shelter. You can turn it into a community center. Like, you can do pretty much whatever you want in the realms of whatever city or state may allow you to do. But it's pretty much open season, bro. That's Station 6. They're amazing group.
I have a question, Victor, and I often ask this of professional wrestlers when we're doing interviews. And it's a good segue from what you were talking about just now, because you were talking about several different places you've wrestled around and different things, and I like to talk about the culture of professional wrestling, because I do, like, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning, and I think it can really change the world. I think it can make a big difference. But based on your experience of the culture of professional wrestling, what is that experience like in different places? Different cities, different, countries, whatever. What is your experience like in the world and the culture of professional wrestling? I know it's all different in different places.
Absolutely. Perfect example. If I were to, God forbid, if I were to pass away today, my kids would be taken care of.
Hell yes.
That's how deep rooted professional wrestling is. And depending on who you are as an individual, that's how much respect you can gain from the camaraderie and the brotherhood within professional wrestling.
Like,
I have shared a locker room and crying sessions and talks and breaking bread and having drinks with guys like Braun Strowman, who the first time he met my son, he knew who my son was.
Holy shit.
And sat down and talked with him because we follow each other on social media and he's seen the videos I put up. My son, he's my manager. He goes to the ring with me. We do all the shows. We get put together. He gets paid. Everything.
Your
So when
son is dope.
Braun saw him, my son came up to me and said, "I know who you are." And he's like, "Well, I know who you are." And he's like, "How do you know me?" So, man, I see you on social media all the time. It's such an honor and a pleasure to meet you. And my son was, his eyes were so big because it's like a WWE superstar is acknowledging him.
Yeah. Braun
My
Strowman.
oldest, Dad. Yeah, so my oldest, she's a gymnast. She just had her junior prom yesterday. She'll be 18 this year.
Oh man.
So sweet.
Oh man, you got an 18-year-old already. Goddamn, only have 13
I
years.
have a 23-year-old brother and two grandkids.
Oh wow, dude. Did
I'm
not
a lot
expect you to
older
have
than what
that.
people would believe.
I
I drink the fountain of youth every day. People would not believe how old I really am. But my daughter, she was with me when I first started.
Oh.
Clothes and everything. I posted the picture of her in her prom dress, and everybody in the wrestling community contacted me and said, "Brother, I've got guns on deck. I've got shovels on deck. I've got alibis. I got passports. I got money saved up. Whatever you need, whenever that time comes, we got you." And I put up there and I said, "You know what? I don't have nothing to worry about. Consider me the final boss. If any man were to try to do anything to my kids ever, they would have, first of all, they would have a hard time with my kids because my kids are trained to be able to kill me. Legit. I trained my kids to be able to kill me. And the reason why I did that is because I am their father. In the event of something crazy like a zombie apocalypse were to happen, and I become a zombie, they have the ability to kill me to stop me from hurting anyone else. And I am their father. So you can imagine what they are willing to do to an absolute stranger who they have no love and no compassion. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my kids, first off, are a problem. Then you have to go through their uncles and their aunts, which are my legit blood brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Then you have to go through the wrestling community. Then you have to go through me. And if by chance you do make it to me, you would want to go back to square one. Let's just put it like that. If by chance you happen to make it to me, you're gonna wish and hope and wish that you just stay at square one. Okay? So that's the depths of how connected and how well rooted the wrestling community is. I mean, I used to go to shows when my daughter was 3 years old. And she was not like my son. She didn't get involved with the wrestling. She just loved traveling with daddy. She loved being at shows. And I would sit her in the audience and I would tell her, "Stay right here. Daddy's going to go change, and I'll be right back." And I would have complete strangers say, "Hey," I would sit with her and watch her and make sure nobody bothers her. And I would peek out the curtain and have no worries. Like, people would legit sit there and make sure she's good. They would buy her food. They would get her drinks. They would have a woman If she needed to go to the bathroom, walk her to the bathroom, like, I had no worries. And I have that with my son, where I have no worries, nothing to worry about. If I'm sitting somewhere, if I happen to leave the locker room, the entire locker room kind of surrounds him and make sure that he's good, he's not in no trouble, nobody tries anything, whatever he may need, he got it. So, and like we say, wrestling brings the world together. I've seen people who come through with different races, different creeds, different backgrounds, different religions, come into a show and forget all of that.
Yep.
Forget all that. You can be the most racist individual in the world, and you forget all of that for the sake of enjoying yourself for that 1 to 2 to 3 hour moment that you're in that building. And you may go back to being the same person that you were when you go back out the door with that you were before you walked in. But in that moment, in that facility, under that roof, you're just a wrestling fan. And you're just there to enjoy yourself. You will bump fists with the next guy. You will shake hands. You will hug. You will cry. You will laugh. You will boo. You will cheer. And anything that you ever thought about dealing with in the real world doesn't matter in the world of professional wrestling. And that's why I love it so much.
And that brings me to my next question that I like to ask in interviews, because to me, that segues perfectly into the world of, and we're going to break kayfabe of wrestling, right now, specifically, the world of acting in professional wrestling.
Oh yeah, we got to get to the acting part anyway, too.
Yeah.
He's not just a wrestler.
I know, that's why I segued. It was a good segue.
Yeah.
I love that we can connect so much over something that we're all so passionate about. How much does your acting career, as a thespian myself, like I love theater, I love music, I love movies, I love it all. And I would have always dreamed of life is to be a famous actor. And that could have been accomplished through professional wrestling or any other means, right? Yeah. But what, as an actor, as a fellow thespian, what do you say is the crux of professional wrestling, and how much does your acting chops factor into that?
Well, let's take it back to the Bobby Lashley segment. Everybody remembers that segment, no matter how bad it was or how good it was. One of the main things that I took from that, it was I'm standing in the ring with two superstars of Sami Zayn, Bobby Lashley. I'm standing alongside two other extras that are portraying women in front of a crowd of 15,000. What is it that I can do to make sure people remember me above anything else? Because I'm not sure how many times people have talked to Max Caster and remind him of that moment or talk to him about it. I highly doubt if anybody really remembers that it was him. But people always remember me from that.
Yeah.
And that was because of my acting ability.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, when wrestling is done, and not wrestling per se, but once you're done wrestling, what are you going to do after?
Exactly.
What is it you want to do after? You have to find. You have to figure something out, because you got to think about it. You're in the public eye with professional wrestling.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would like to stay in the public's eye in the world of entertainment, because professional wrestling is entertainment as well. So you'll find a way to get into some acting, get into some movies. I have several movies out now. I have a TV series out now. But it's because of my acting. And once I got done with that segment, I got to the back, and a really good friend of mine, been in the ring with him several times, been on phone calls with him, we've been good friends for a very long time, Cedric Alexander.
Oh my God.
He came up to me and he said, "Bro, did you really go out there? And if you go back and watch it again, you'll see it." He asked me, "Did you really go out there and play with your bra and your breasts the entire time you were out there?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Can you tell me why?" And I looked at him and I said, is that a key thing that you remember out of that entire segment?" He was like, "Yeah, that's the only thing I could really pay attention to." I said, "Exactly."
I love it.
Exactly. Out of that entire segment of everything that was going on with the whole promo between Bobby and Sammy, with us jumping on Bobby and us getting beat down, you remember me playing with my breasts.
I love it.
And that's exactly what I wanted to happen. I wanted it to be a situation where no matter what happened, you're going to come to me and ask me, did you really do X, Y, and Z? Above everything else, did you individually really do X, Y, and Z? And that's all it took. And everybody backstage said, "Yo, I remember this because of what you did." I'm in the ring with superstars, WWE champions, the tag team champion, and they remember that segment because of things that I did.
We just watched that segment this morning or last night?
Yeah, this morning. I watched it last night as well, waiting on you to come over. But
we just watched that segment this morning.
Yeah.
And I don't. And
the voice got me. The voice, and they had to wear a wig.
It's been a few hours since we watched it.
Yeah.
And what I remember is Victor. He's right.
I know.
I don't remember Sammy's conversation. Honestly, I don't remember Bobby's conversation. And he's saying those are WWE superstars that people should have been paying attention to.
Yeah.
And what we remember is him.
This is why.
What we remember is the spine buster.
Yes.
What we remember is him and his acting and in the ring. Yeah. That's what we remember.
I totally forgot about, me thinking maybe that could be Max Caster too, because I was like, it's gotta be, but for some reason, I just didn't want to fucking be sold on it and be wrong or whatever. But I do, I swear to God, that segment right there is burned into my memory because Victor Andrews is the professional that he is.
Right.
And that's why I look up to him and have been for a long time and sought out to talk to these guys. Like, there's certain guys I have to talk to them. Like, it's just I have to, or I have to meet them, or whatnot, or whatever. Because I feel something from them. I know they're gonna be stars. I know they can do this and this and that. And and almost every guy that I've put in my quote unquote stamp of approval on for big time shit has been right. And like we was talking to Snooty Fox, it takes the right people up there to see that shit and go, okay, we need to bring this guy in. Because I think there's a lot of lost potential out here with a lot of guys. All right, I'm gonna name some right now. All right, Ja Cole. That's for me. Him not being on TV is a waste of potential. Okay, fucking Victor Andrews being on TV.
We need to do
Zombie Dragon.
We need to do what we did earlier, and create our own promotion.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Because there's guys that
there's so much talent that needs and deserves to be on TV that's not being used on TV. It's fucking ridiculous.
I know it is, and they bring up all these other people, which are good, But I mean,
it's the problem. The only problem I see with professional wrestling. This is the one only glaringly obvious problem I see with professional wrestling, and Chuck Singer was talking about it when he was on our show, is that you can't have everybody. Not everybody can get that top dog spot and be the person that makes the money.
Yep.
You can only have one person at the top at any given time, and we don't have enough companies to distribute the love.
Yeah. Well, we've got a couple TV, like MLW, TNA,
but even that,
WWE,
4,
NXT.
4, 5, 6, 7, whatever companies.
NWA's on TV too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. NJPW, all those, Ring of Honor.
Not no more.
But anyway, all of those companies, even with those 10, 15, we don't have enough.
Yeah.
To showcase all the talent that we've got.
It's crazy though, because AEW keeps picking people up, man. If I was AEW, I'd be wanting to pick up, well, like they are, pick up these talents that haven't gotten their shot yet, or they have but haven't been able to do more.
There's a reason.
I know.
Jimmy was talking about it earlier, and we were talking about it earlier. They're all like they're not able to pull it together yet.
No.
It's just not. I don't know. That spot, that's all those segments we talked about the pillars of the company, it was just too. It's just too shoddy right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're not going to get on the jump
No.
on that tangents. My inspiration.
Victor. What's another question? I've asked 2 questions.
Oh, well, I wanted to dive into the children a little bit.
Okay.
Your son, this is another thing that keeps me thinking about you a lot too, is because your son has his own fucking tights. These pictures of him and his dad, look, Victor and his son taking these poses, wrestling poses with his tights on, dude. It's like, for me being a father and all that stuff, it's just like probably like the coolest fucking thing that this world could ever give you. Meeting Korn is like, if I was ever meeting Korn, I couldn't even touch. Wow. This at all. Meeting The Undertaker, couldn't touch this at all. Meeting anybody that I'm in love with. Like, I met Disturbed's lead singer, and having kids that don't even touch that, because having kids was the greatest moment of my life. And I know Victor will agree with me on that one.
Absolutely.
It changes your whole world, dude, your whole perspective, and everything just gets changed. And like you said, your 3 kids, like, you are a great father. I've wanted to tell you this for years now, face to face, man to man. Like, you are one of the greatest fathers I've ever encountered, seen, and I look up to you. And you don't know this, but you've helped me a lot with my fathering and me, helping me do what I do, and I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you, brother. That's what I'm here for. I really appreciate it.
And there's another thing to talk about. There's so much in this life that we don't know as human beings about other people and what we have done for other people. And hell, we don't know. As the Highest Fuck Podcast, we do not know how many people we've touched or changed or made them do what they want to do. There are podcasts that came after me. Mm-hmm. And I would love to be able to say without a shadow of a doubt that I helped them get their start. That would be dope, right? That they came to me and said, yo, it's you. But I'm not necessarily like doing it for that. I'm not doing it for that. But it's always cool or just to know that you've touched somebody or that you've changed somebody or something like that. And you never know when you have or haven't. And I think that's the drive behind all of that. It's not really you essentially wanting it or you need it. Like, I have to have all the glory and stuff like that. Like, I'm very organics on my channel. Like, I throw it up. I might say, hey, check out this on the Facebook page that we have, or Twitter or something like that. But I don't overdo it. I want to organically grow.
Yeah.
So, and that for other creators or whatever, it's hard for them to do that because they have to be making the bucks all the time. I could care less. It's a free show right now. Like, I would love to be getting paid to do this show. Would love to get paid. Would love to. So then I could actually, help others and do others. Do things for others, So I think that's just the greatest thing right there. I know I got on a little tangent there, but
what's your question?
Okay.
You were talking about the kids and professional wrestling.
So that whole you getting that started with him, was it he came to you about it, or did you present the idea to him?
Well, he was born into it. I'm gonna be honest. He was born into it. His mom would always come to the shows, and we would always joke about, because he was born premature. He got here early. I think he got here about maybe a month early. And me and his mom would always joke about during the pregnancy how much he would, like, if she had her back to me while we're laying down, he would force her to turn over so that way her belly's towards me so he could be closer to me.
Oh.
And when he was born, I pretty much that did the skin. Everybody's familiar with kids who do skin to skin or kangaroo or however terminology. And he's always been right there. Like we used to have. I used to have to put one of my t-shirts inside his little bassinet wrapped around the mattress so that way he could sleep because he made him feel better that he could smell it. So when he turns 3, he came with me to a show and then he said, "Daddy, can I go to the ring with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, you want to?" He said, "Yeah, I want to go to the ring with you." I said, "You sure?" Because, after, he's 3 years old, loud music, fire, pyro, maybe, walk through a dark space, that can really do a lot to a kid. And at first, he was a little nervous, he was scared, he was like, "Oh, I don't want to do it, it's too loud, whatever." But eventually he started doing it. When he did his first one, that was it.
Yeah.
And from there, he pretty much trained himself with everything that he does. Everything he knows, he trained himself.
That's awesome.
Anything he does in the ring, he trained himself. Any promos, himself. Like he would watch tapes and videos and he'd come back to me and say, "Daddy," especially my matches, he would watch my matches and say, "Daddy, remember you wrestled this guy?" And I look at him like, "I don't know who you're talking about."
Damn it, boy.
What are you talking about? I said, "No, Daddy, you wrestled this guy and it was this company, da da da." And I don't even have to go back and on YouTube like, what is he talking about? And I go back and look at it, and he's like, yeah, this one. And everything that he knows as far as being a manager, being a heel, being a face, he trained himself. And I did that purpose. I did that for one, because, when he's in the ring, he's learning how to do the bumps, he's learning, he told us how to do a shooting star. I can't do a shooting star press. But he knows how to do a standing shooting star. He knows how to do a moonsault from the second row. I can't do a moonsault from the second row. I can go from the top. But he can do a lionsault.
How old was
cool. He did all these things himself. And I sat back and I watched. Because first, I don't want him to beat his body up before he's old enough to actually do if this is what he really wants to do. Secondly, I wanted to see how serious he was about really wanting to do this.
Well, shit, shooting star press and moonsaults are serious.
Right. And being that he went out there and learned it all on his own, showed me how much he really wanted to do it. He would come to me and after a while I said, "You know what? If we're going to do it, we're going to do it correctly. I'm going to get you some wrestling gear." And I actually bought him a pair of wrestling tights when he was an infant.
I know, I saw the pictures.
Yeah, it had a pacifier and a baby bottle on one side and his name Rome on the other side.
I love it.
And it was like the coolest thing. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep this going. Because it's something I didn't experience with my father. My father, I didn't grow up with my father.
I didn't either.
Okay? He actually passed away 4 years ago, somewhere around that. He left. And never told me why he wasn't. Okay?
Wow.
When I had my first child, when I had my daughter, I was in the mindset of I am not going to be my father. Not. My very first baby, my ex-wife, we lost during pregnancy. We actually had to deliver a stillborn. And from that moment, I said, this would be my only failure in life.
Oh, God, dude.
This will be my only failure in life. Okay? Losing a child and not knowing how to deal with that is probably the I'm still dealing with it. this is 18, 19 years. This has been 19 years since I lost my first child.
Yeah.
And I promised myself this will be my only failure in life. Won't ever happen. And I made sure that, and I've been behind all of my kids. Anything they aspire to do inspires me. Everything they aspire to do and be in life inspires me. My daughter, when she started doing gymnastics, I would watch her and learn all these different flips. It actually made me jealous because I'm like, I don't know how to flip. So I'm going to go out there and learn how to flip because she knows how to do it. Not only for the sake of me learning for me, but for me to learn for her.
Yeah.
Because in the event that she has an opportunity to do something and she gets nervous or she gets scared or she does a flip and falls and hurts herself, I want her to know how to get back on that horse and keep going.
Yeah.
Keep pushing, keep motivating to be the greatest her that she is today. She's been doing gymnastics for 14 years.
Wow.
She's one of the greatest gymnasts in the world, and not just from my eyes.
Yeah, you're not being biased.
And I said that, and I said, you know what, I'm going to learn how to flip because I don't know how to. So if she comes to me and say, Daddy, I don't know how to do this, I want to at least understand the mechanics of how to do it to help her get past that.
Yeah.
My son as well, with everything that I do in wrestling. When he started traveling with me, he started studying, he started doing these different things. When he go out to the ring, he turns into this character, whether we're baby or a heel. I sit back and I watch him and I observe him. And the personality and the charisma that he possesses makes me work even harder to match him.
Yeah.
My son outshines me every single time we go to the ring. He outshines me.
I'll agree with
To the
that.
point where every locker room I walk into, everybody, before they say, "Hey Vic, how you doing? How's life? You hungry? You want some cookies and milk? You need your back scratched? You need a massage? What you need?" They always say, "Hey man, where's Rome?"
Yep.
Before I hear anything else. Hey man, I don't even know who my opponent is. Hey man, where's Rome? Y'all do know I'm the star, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, Vic. Yeah. Whatever you want to tell yourself. Where's Rome? You know what?
Your son's a
Not
very
a
star.
problem. He is my greatest competition. And second place to him is me.
I love it.
Everybody else is just a stepping stone.
Oh, hell yeah.
My son is my greatest competition. My daughter is my greatest aspiration. My middle child is my greatest inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I hope that answers your question, but I think I went off on a tangent. But my
Yeah, that's
kids,
fine. This is the
my
highest
kids
podcast.
are why I am alive.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My kids
that's
are
good.
why I'm alive.
That's-
And they are the reason why when people come to me and say, "Hey man, like you said a while ago, that I inspire you or I've done something to make a mark in your life." The thing about that, about leaving a mark on life, and I say this a lot, and I said this in a motivational speech I was trying out for a competition. When my time is done on this earth, whether I'm the last one or the next one, don't know. More than likely, I'm going to be the last one because I'm the only alien here. But when my time is done on this earth, and they put me in the grave and they have my tombstone, when my tombstone says my name, my birth date, and my passing date, in the middle between that, I do not want it to be a hyphen or a dash.
I've heard that before.
I don't want that. I want footprints. Because when you look at it, you say, "Oh, this person was born in 1982, and then he died in 2055. But if you look at the dash, man, you don't pay no attention to the dash. It's just, he was here from this time to this time. I want mine to have footprints. So that way, when someone looks at my grave and they say, oh, this is Victor Andrews or this is Roosevelt Coggins, he was born in 1982 and then died in 4054. But there's footprints in the book. And they want to research and see what it is I've done. Because obviously I've done something in my lifetime to leave footprints on this earth.
Yes.
And that is my mentality. That is my goal. To leave a footprint upon somebody's life, everybody's life on this earth. So that way when my time is done, everybody wants to tell my story, or at least find out what my story was.
That's deep.
That is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it's inspirational as fuck, and I love it.
Yes. This is the podcast. We are the most, I want to be the most inspirational.
I was right on the verge. I did not cry, but I was right on the verge.
I cried on the other thing we was talking about, but yeah. I cried once during this, a little bit. I had to keep it together though.
It's just crazy, and it's all because of the business.
Yeah,
and
wrestling.
He was talking about his son being his biggest competition.
Yeah,
and
maybe most beautiful thing in the world, right there. Right?
But the most motivating factor in the world as well.
Man, makes me think about my son and my daughter.
I was thinking about
they inspire me all day.
I was thinking about when we talk about tag teams.
Yeah.
And their chemistry together, right?
Yeah.
And how they're always either their chemistry fighting is really good, their chemistry being a tag team is really fucking good, right? You have that father and son dynamic. How much more powerful is that?
Oh shit. The Usos on that same level. But I think it'd be a little. I mean, I don't really know like the big difference between father and son and brother because I've never experienced like real father, real son shit.
But you did.
I have a brother.
You have with Maynard. You are Maynard's dad, so you have this. You have the same thing, but from a different perspective.
Yeah. I had to create my own what I thought a father should be. Yeah. So and that's what Victor had to do as well. We had to create our own image. I wasn't gonna be like my father or my stepfather. I was gonna be like neither one of them, and I needed to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And I needed to be better. A lot of parents don't want you to be better than them. There's a lot of parents that don't want their kids to be better than them. They get overly jealous. They get, whatever it is. And I just think that's bull because your kid should be better than you.
Yeah.
You should be better than your parents.
I need my kids to be better than
me too.
Right.
And every aspect of everything I've done, from the moment I said Gaga Goo Goo, to the moment I say I love you goodbye, I need my kids to be better than me in everything that I have ever done. Because I have the mentality like Goku. But I'm going to tell this quick story about Dragon Ball Z. Okay. A lot of people talk so much trash about Goku and say, oh, he didn't raise his kids, Piccolo raised his kids. He was a horrible father, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Goku is by far the greatest father ever. He is the greatest father ever. And I'm going to tell you why. This is a man who came from a different planet and made a life and made a family where he was. I really feel the same way. I feel as though I came from another planet and came here and made a life and a family. And through his adventures of this guy, Vegeta, Captain Ginyu, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, Moro, and Beerus, and every single person that he's ever stepped in front of and had a battle with, he realized that they were stronger than he was. Okay? In order for a man to truly protect his family, he has to be greater than any opposition that may come his way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you really understand that?
Yeah.
He has to be greater than any opposition that is able to come his way for the sake of the protection of his family and his kids.
Like Brock Lesnar.
Right.
And his daughter is Undertaker. Shit, those are two guys I can think of off the top of the head. They will cream somebody.
So if you really think about it, and I would compare it to being in the military.
Ooh.
A lot of men leave their families to go out and fight against oppositions that their families have no idea actually exists.
Yeah.
Goku realized that there are enemies and people that are way stronger than him that his family has no idea really exists. So in that moment that something comes, I don't ever want to have a situation where I can't fight against something to save my family. I can't fight against something to protect my kids.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want a situation where my kids are not strong enough that if I fall, they couldn't pick up the slack. They couldn't pick up the flag and run with it. So my kids have to be stronger than I am. Because when I go out there and I fight every single battle, every enemy, any opposition out there in this world, in the universe, in the galaxy, in the multiverse, the moment I fall, my kids have to pick up the slack. My kids have to know, you know what? I understand why Daddy did it. And I'm stronger because of it. Every time I get in a ring with someone, every time I train with someone, every time I look on TikTok and I see a workout, I say, you know what? That person can do something I'm not able to do at this moment. I can never say I can't do it because I haven't tried yet. I'm unable to do at this moment because I haven't tried. So I'm going to give that a try. I do workouts where I pick up a tractor tire and I hold it over my head like it's a spirit bomb because I need to know that I can do it. I pick up a tractor tire and I hold it on my shoulder in the form of a suplex because I need to know that I can do it. I do workouts that requires 2,000 reps because I need to know I can do it. Because in the event that someone that is stronger than me, faster than me, younger than me, more knowledgeable than me, comes my way, they're going to have a hard time getting through me to get to my family. I am the final boss, but I am your first opposition. I am the front line. And that's why I have so much respect for Goku. Because no, he may not have been there every step of the way of his sons growing up, but he had an amazing mother to help them in their education. And Goku made sure, just like I do, that there are others in the community, Vegeta, Beerus, Whis, Piccolo, Yamcha, Krillin, that can help protect those kids and help train them. So in the event that I fall, or in the event that Goku falls, they're there to help. And that's why the wrestling community is such a big thing for me. That's why I don't worry about anything in terms of when I'm in a locker room and my kids are sitting in the audience, or they're sitting in a locker room and I'm in a ring for my match. I don't have to worry about that because I have the entire Dragon Ball Z Warriors, the entire force standing behind, making sure that Gohan, Goten, all of them are taken care of.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because like I felt that with wrestling too, and pure pro wrestling. I mean, my kids went with me too when I did the training and the setup, the ring setup, stuff like that. And this kind of goes back to what you was talking about earlier, but I felt very like good about doing that too as well, because I had to be backstage with the boys sometimes and like whatever. Because I did whatever I could do. If I needed to do something in the front where a wrestler couldn't go to the front to do something, I did that for them. They needed a drink, they needed anything. And I didn't think anything bad about it either. I liked doing it. It was just you gotta do whatever you can. But anyway, the kids be out there, blah blah blah. And I felt protected. I felt like everything was good. I know that Jimmy Love will. I've seen it happen firsthand. He protected everybody in that building one day. Like someone came in with a weapon and he dealt with it, and the guy never came back. So I'm not going deep into that one. I'll tell you that. But I felt very protected after that. I'll tell you that. But when one person takes care of that many fucking people, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's just crazy. It just made me think of that. Yeah. So, the protection is the key. Like, you gotta be able to protect yourself and others and
parenting. We talked about it a lot in the world of counseling.
I say it's not hard, but
parenting takes a village.
Yeah.
And that community in that village can be established with professional wrestling, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's there to protect each other, and that's even in the ring too. I mean, like people say it all the time. The reason people don't like wrestling, I'm not gonna go into it, but they're like blah blah blah. But you have to take care of each other in the ring. What do you want two people to go out there and actually kill each other in the ring? I mean, are you that sick? Like, you gotta do everything in the world safe and protective, And it's like anything in life, You gotta always have your guard up. You gotta not always, you know what I mean. You have to be, aware of your surroundings and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the only thing that really scares me with parenting. Is I know I'm not stronger than most people. I'm not a fighter. So that's one thing that really scares me. With the whole that deal, but I know that I can just pick the phone up and call somebody. I'm saying quite a few of those people. Just pick up the phone, call them. Might be the limp way out, but that's what I got. You gotta use your
resources.
Your resources.
Absolutely.
So where exactly are you right now? I know you're on the road right now, aren't you?
Yes, I'm actually passing exit 86. Adley, Elmont, and Virginia. We're on our way to Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay, you're like kind of close to me, but I don't know how close.
He's in Virginia, but Virginia's a big state.
Yeah,
so
I know it is. Yeah, I know.
I think we just passed through Richmond.
Okay, so you're not too far.
Yeah, cool. That's cool. We're in the same state together right now. But where are you located at?
I'm located in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, that's okay. I knew he was kind of close to me.
No, he's not far away at all.
Yeah.
In general.
I figured. I thought so. How far are you
guys from Charles City?
Charles City. I don't know Charles City, but we're 45 minutes north of Greensboro.
Okay,
about an hour.
Yeah, Danville. Yeah.
About an hour south, hour and a half, 2 hours south of you.
Okay.
We actually come to Raleigh to fly out when we go on vacations as my family and stuff.
Gotcha. If you guys are available, May 20th in Charles City, Virginia, we have a show for Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling ran by Preston Quinn. Amazing show. We're doing a show out there. I'll shoot you guys the flyer. Right. So that way, if you're available, come on out and check out the show, man. Yeah. It's an amazing company. It's a startup. This would be the 25th show since its insertion. So,
oh wow,
it's amazing talent. You got guys like C.W. Anderson, Ace Montana, Blade Brown, Sean Cruz. It's so much fun.
Sean Cruz, is he a tall guy? Is he a tall white guy?
Yeah. Stocky, unfiltered Sean Cruz.
I don't know if that's the same one or not, but I was in a training match with Sean Cruz. I dislocated my thumb in that match. I did pretty good though for a dude that looked like a fan with knee pads and stuff on. I mean, Jeff Flowers said I did good with the stomp and go. I call it stomp and go because Billy Gunn taught me that shit. I mean, watching him on TV, he stomps when he stomps you. And I love
There's
it.
A lot of guys.
It's the best.
There's a lot of guys that stomp.
That's the only guy I ever paid attention. I only paid attention to Billy Gunn growing up because he was one of my favorites of all time. Like, I fucking love Billy Gunn with a fucking passion. Because he really could work. That man was chiseled. The man had the famouser. I mean, what more can you ask for him? Good looking, too. I mean, shit, obviously, the women were going crazy for him.
He had that ass.
But, I mean, women be going crazy for Rick Rude, too. So, Rick Rude, right? Because I mix up Robert and Rick, too. But Rick
is the ladies' man.
He's like a porn star looking guy. F that. Shit, dog. But, I think I lost track.
What else you got?
I think I lost track. Oh, no, I didn't. We were talking about the May 20th thing.
Yeah.
If we are available, I think that would be dope. Because I like doing those on-the-spot interviews as well. I do them with Pure Pro Wrestling. I think it'd be a cool...
That would be cool,
Like, if you maybe can put our name in the... Like, float our name about. Maybe we can get
Absolutely. Some of you guys are going to come here, and I'll let them know.
Yeah, he wants to know that we're really coming. If we really are going to show up, then...
And because then you can just be like, all right, well, we got a podcast coming. High as Fuck podcast is coming. And, and just... Because that's the hard part. Let me tell you, just randomly walking at the guys, man. That's the hard part. But if it's already known that there is going to be a podcast there, and you're going to recognize me on being a fucking top hat. So, I mean, like, it's not hard to miss us. We have our own look. So, that would be so fucking dope. And this is just something that I've dreamed about doing. Like, if I couldn't make it wrestling, like my guy Jeff Hardy, or anybody like that, like, I really look at Jeff Hardy. Because he was the guy who went out there and did whatever the fuck he wanted to and made money doing it, dude. And I wanted to be that creative, painting my face and fucking throwing up cool hand things and...
That's the other thing we haven't asked me.
The fucking arm things.
What's his primary inspiration?
Oh, yeah! We have not said that, have we? Who is that man, that one... I don't care who it is. It can be a legend, it can be anybody did. But who is the guy, when you saw whoever it was, that just said, hey, it clicked in your head and you said, I want to do this? Undertaker.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
I was waiting for somebody to say it. I knew it was going to happen eventually.
My all-time favorite. All time. And I actually had an opportunity to meet him during Coffee Mania. I was booked on the show as an extra. And I sort of been involved in a segment with Kofi's entrance, but things change. Car subject change at all times. Yeah. So I just pretty much got in Gary inside his house. And I was sitting at the table and I see everybody coming in, what's going through the line, making my shit. I'm a very picky eater. So at the time I had a ham and cheese sandwich, a bag of Doritos, and a Pepsi. I had my son's school lunch. And I'm sitting there and I see the Undertaker come through the door. Now, mind you, this man had on some jeans, a t-shirt, his hair was braided back, and, he was in regular. But I saw the mystique. I saw the smoke. I heard the gongs. I saw the long jacket. I saw the long flowing hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the Undertaker. And the entire time he was walking through the line, I was getting so excited. I was like, I hope he says that's him. I hope he says that's me. I hope he says that's me. I just kept saying it. Until I looked down at my plate and I realized I had a Lunchable sitting in front of me. And I looked up and I was like, I hope he don't sit next to me. I hope he don't sit next to me. Please don't sit over here next to me. And he walks up and it just happened to be Faith. He sat right next to me. And he had this big plate of food, amazing kid. He had this big plate of food, of rice, and all types of stuff that he had on his plate. And he looked at me, I looked at him, I said, "Oh, how you doing?" He said, "Hey, how you doing?" Introduced themselves, we can say our names and all that jazz. And inside, I was freaking out. I was like, I'm sitting next to the freaking Undertaker. Like, I was just going crazy. Like, the little kid in me was running through the house, opening doors, slamming them, jumping on couches, mom throwing shoes at me, everything. All that was happening in my head. But in reality, I was just like, just cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just me sitting next to Undertaker. Ain't no big deal, We superstars around here. And, I spoke to him for a little bit. And then, right after that, Kane came inside with us.
What the fuck? Dude.
And I was like, alright, you know what I'm saying? Let's get a little cool, alright? It's getting cool around here. And then right after that, Big Show sat with us. And I said, alright, time for me to go. Because I'm looking at these men, they have these big, like Big Show had 2 plates. All kinds of food that they cooked. I'm talking like vegetables, meat, rice. Kane had a big plate, all the different things. Undertaker had a big plate. And I'm sitting there with a bag of school lunch.
Damn it.
And I said to myself, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head out. It looks crazy for me to sit next to these titans and I'm eating a ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
And like all of them sat down and introduced themselves, and I don't know if it really happened this way, but in my mind it happened this way. When they introduced themselves, they looked directly at my plate and they looked right at me, and I just felt like they're judging me, like they're about to beat me up. Now I'll fight as much as I can. And I'll find a way to live to tell about it because it'll be a great story. But I'm just going to get up off the table and just leave. I'm just going to walk away. I think I'm done at this point.
Damn it, man. That's a crazy story right there. I mean, that really is. I mean, Undertaker just, I know how you felt inside, man. I've told myself I want to meet this man, but I'm like, I don't want to actually pass out in front of him. I think I would faint or just, or fan, well, I'm going to say fan girl, not fan boy. Because I fangirled at WrestleMania 30 with Naomi and Cameron. I couldn't help it, man. I freaked the fuck out. Not more so with Cameron, but I really like Naomi a lot, and I still do. And I freaked out, met them, and got their autographs, and it was something else. Same thing with like anybody else I've met. R-Truth, Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods, I fucking was like freaking out about seeing. I was like, oh my god, it's Xavier Woods. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, you, and he's pointing at me like, no, it's all about you, not me. You know, like that type of shit. And I was just like, that's so honorable right there. You know, that's yeah. I really know how to pick him. You know, and like he was amazing. But that was when R-Truth and Xavier was together, and that was a good moment. And just, I mean, I know you like that, like the meet and greets. Like that's probably like the coolest part, is seeing people, light up and smile. And some people might mark over you, and it might be a good thing, might not be. Just depends on how you do it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the best way for me to get someone to walk out over me is to make sure my son's not standing there with me. If he's there, I'm in the background, just handing him pictures and autograph, and I'm just collecting money. That's how it works now.
Oh yeah, he's getting all the love.
I love it.
Yes, he's getting all the glory, and I'm doing all the work in the ring.
Hey man, you know that somehow this how it rolls, man. He's gonna be a big star one day if he sticks with it.
He's got the natural talent, and he's already training too. So he's gonna be the next.
He's gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
I'm going ahead and call
He
him.
really is. We actually did a show in Goldsboro. It was Controlling Narrative versus AML, and before the show we had promos. My son went up and did a promo with me in front of Austin Aries, EC3, Braun Strowman, who else we had? We had Florida there, we had all these big superstars.
Yeah,
and he didn't hesitate not once to do this promo with me. He did it so well that Braun looked at him, and he looked back at the other guys and was like, alright, who wants to follow that? And the guy started walking out of the room.
I love it.
They started walking out of the room. I said, what are we supposed to do there? And he took one of this to me. He said, you do it to me every time. And I said, what is that? He said, man, you pull my heartstring every single time. From the moment I met you, you pull my heartstrings every single time. He said, that right there was just magic. You can't create that. That's something that can't be created. That's just so natural. Because it is indeed you and your son. And like I said, man, he pushes me to do so much better. Like my charisma and my promos have increased so much just from watching him do his promos. Like he would literally grab an iPad and record himself doing promos over and over. He would cut promos on everybody. If you know your name, he's cutting a promo on you.
Awesome.
I love it.
And he come to me and said, Dad, what do you think about this? And I'm like, okay, this is cool. He said, nah, I don't like it. You want to do it again? Okay. Alright, I guess my opinion don't matter. But you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
And at the age of 7, they had to realize that it may look good to everybody else, but if it's not to what he expects it to be, he's going to go back and do it better.
So with the May 20th thing, I want to get him recorded on this show, shooting a promo on us.
On the high shoulder.
Yeah. So I can
well, about that,
it
two things.
It can be audio.
Well, two things. One, I have shows the entire weekend, and if I have shows in different states the entire weekend, I don't want to take him with me because he's still in school.
Okay. That would be dope.
And then the other thing is he's suspended from wrestling at the moment.
Oh wow.
Me and his mom have an agreement that if he violates the parent policy, that he gets suspended. It's the equivalent of
the wrestling
how WWE would do if you got in trouble or if you violated the drug policy or whatever, they suspend you. So he got in trouble at school. I always let him know that the school is the most important thing. I'm 41 years old. I'm just graduating from a 4-year college.
Oh wow.
At 41. You know what I mean? So I don't want him to follow in those types of footsteps. I want him to, if he can, graduate high school at 15. Graduate college at 19. Have your own business started and be ready to go. And whenever you're ready to start a family at the age of 30, I'm not letting you start no earlier if I can help it. You already have everything squared away and situated. I want him to learn things that wasn't taught to me. I want to put him on a path that wasn't paid for me. And it starts now. He's on the spread that he decide. I want him to know as I need how in the world. Face the consequences. He is suspended. So right now he's suspended from wrestling until further notice. And I need to see me and his mom. We need to see him do better in school. And it's not so much his grace. It's just he has attitude sometimes. I think some of it is superstardom or him knowing that he has the ability to choke it out with 2 fingers if he wanted to. He has that mentality. He is definitely he is definitely Gohan too. So I want him to, be in his studies and do what he's supposed to do and do it correctly. And then whenever we see that he's consistent with it, I'm ready back to wrestling.
Hell yeah.
All of it.
I want to get him on the show. I'll have my first 7-year-old wrestler. Or he might be 8 by that time, but still. The youngest wrestler on the show. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, he'll be 8 July 13th.
Oh, wow, that's a couple days after my birthday. Mine's the 9th.
And WWE is going to be in town in Raleigh, July 14th.
Wow.
So I'm going to surprise him and get him some tickets to the show. I'm really hoping, I'm pushing for it. I keep plugging it, but I'm hoping that I'm booked on the show, and I'll have my lady, take him to the show, and I'll just tell him that he has to, do something or whatever. And hopefully if they have me do something in ring, I think that would be a really big surprise for his birthday. So I'm hoping that I can make that happen. Or at least get some of the guys to speak to him, take a couple pictures with him or something like that. I remember one year I was backstage and I was on FaceTime with him. And he's kept asking me, like, can you get this person to come talk to me? Can you get somebody to... And I know, son, we can't do this like that. I shouldn't even be on the phone with you out here in the hallway or whatever. He's like, oh, Daddy, I would like to beat somebody. And this is after I already wrestled against every machinery. And it was so appreciative to the match that I gave them. And when they saw me, they always speak to me, well, sit down and catch up. And he just happened to be walking by when I was on the phone with my son. And I said, hey, man, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but would you mind saying hello to my son? And they were ecstatic to do it. They were like, yes, bro, whatever you need, we don't mind. So they actually talked to my son on FaceTime, and his mom was able to get a screenshot of it. So that's one of the little proud moments of showing like the camaraderie of professional wrestling. Like, these are two superstars who know that this is frowned upon, but took it upon themselves to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because, it was a friendship. So, so July 14th, hopefully, if I'm not booked on the show, definitely want to take him to the show and let him enjoy himself.
Yeah, that's going to be a dope moment for him, so, yeah. Even if you did get booked, maybe Braun Strowman. Maybe you'll fight Braun Strowman.
Absolutely. You know what? If he's still on SmackDown, it's a SmackDown show. So if he got drafted to SmackDown, if he's on SmackDown, I'd be hard to come and see him. That should be dope.
Because there's a couple guys, like you said, I think they're still carded, or on the roster. That you talk to it. So Braun Strowman will be. I know he's like putting you in there and getting a squash, basically, but I think that'd be a big moment for your son because he loves Braun Strowman and he loves his dad. So what better match to have on Raw is Braun Strowman versus his dad? Oh, what would be better. That's a dope idea, or just put two guys in the ring, like put him and someone else and have him win. Yeah. Like, go ahead, Akira Tozawa.
Everything's possible.
Akira Tozawa. Let's see. Who else? That would be a cool one. Just to see the differences in style. Dominic Mysterio. I don't know. I'm just throwing names in my hat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I do that a lot with the indie guys and guys down there personally. Like, I did that with Jack Cole. Him and, Odyssey Jones as a tag team. That would be a fucking force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
Just two actual superstars. Like, I would say the guys that we've gotten on the show are all elites.
Yes.
They're all elites. They're all, so far, so good. They're doing good. I love it. Wrestling community is one of my favorite things in the world.
And I'm just really starting to find out
about it. Yeah. Because you fell out for a little bit, and then I ain't trying to take credit for it, but you basically gave it to me. But I brought you back in and helped you, whatever. The show has helped a lot more with me and you, so it's done a lot of good stuff for us. So, thank you. You made me care as well. So, that's what the team does. No. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. You got to just chopping it up, you know. Yeah.
What? Have you told us about your proudest accomplishment in the business? I mean, like for me, you talked about it earlier. For me, I asked this question a lot, but he already answered it. Is, you know, what would be the end all be all? Like, who would be the person you could work with that would really be the person who you know you've made it in the business, right?
Yeah.
And he talked about Undertaker, right? And him being his number one motivation, inspiration, what he loved about the business, what interested him in the business. So I think that kind of answers my question there. But you've met Undertaker, which is amazing. What is your proudest accomplishment of everything that you've done in the business? Because you've done so much. It's so, I mean, like, just hearing the stories, it's great. What is your proudest accomplishment that you've been able to accomplish so far?
I know I say it a lot, but just having the experience with my son.
Yeah. That's
my proudest accomplishment.
The end all be all of everything.
Absolutely. My very first WWE event that I went as a fan, I was an adult, and my ex-wife took me. I didn't have a father figure to take me to different shows. So being able to have that experience with my son as a professional wrestler and taking him different things and let him experience things that I've only dreamed of is my greatest accomplishment.
Yeah.
I think you were getting ready to ask about who would be the person I would love to get in the ring with.
The number one person to work with for you that would be like, okay, I've accomplished everything I want to accomplish in the business.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Wow.
Right.
I want Daniel Bryan. He is the measuring stick in terms of professional wrestling for me because of his wealth of knowledge of everything in terms of combat. The man can tie you in knots and his cardio is amazing. He can go for days, anybody, any style. And that's my mentality too, is being able to get in a ring, go with anybody, any style. I want to see how much, and this may sound cocky, I don't care. I want to see how much Daniel Bryan can stand up with me.
Wow. I like that.
I'd like to see that. Because this man
the way I train, the things that I see out beyond what someone that does professional wrestling sees, like, I don't think there's anyone that thinks like that. I train with C.W. Anderson. And you got to a point where C.W. contacted me and said, yo, I need you to train me to do X, Y, and I'm looking at what am I supposed to teach you? You've been doing it for like 30 years. I said, well, he tells me, he said, you never stop learning. And you have the ability to see things differently that I've never thought about. Okay. I run a training at one of the schools, at Lodi School in Charlotte.
Lodi?
Where I was helping out. Yes, I was running a training session at Lodi School. And Arn Anderson was there. And I'm running the training, and I'm telling the guys to dance, I'm helping Brock with a bunch of different things. And Arn stands up in the middle of me speaking. And he grabs my attention, so I turned to him and I was like, you want to ask something, Mr. Anderson? And the man looks at me and says, no, I'm listening and I'm learning.
Wow.
And I kind of just looked at him like, okay. All right. And I just went right back to what I was doing and terms of telling the guys different ways to look at different things, and how to go into different things, and how to make things look more realistic, but in a more specific way. And for someone like Arn Anderson to say that he's learning something from me was, it's nothing short of amazing. And that's where I want to be in terms of, if I get in a ring with Daniel Bryan, I want to see how much he could withstand me.
Because his battles are fucking insane. He can go an hour and a half.
Yes.
He can probably go 2 hours if you let the fucking dude.
2 hours.
He is professional wrestling. I can't say that enough. He is the definition of what professional wrestling should fucking be. Him, Claudio Castagnoli, fucking, I'm here for it. I'm here all day. I can name names all day who's real. MJF. I mean, literally can go all day. I'm like a walking encyclopedia here. But these guys work. And for somebody like an Anderson to fucking say something or to learn from you. CW, and you said Arn too. Said Arn Anderson.
Yeah, the first thing I thought was
CW Anderson is a big dude in ECW.
Yeah.
I know him. I wasn't a fan growing up, but when I got older, I respected him.
To hear him say that one of the four horsemen
I know, right?
said that he learned something from him.
That's close to Rick, dude. That's Rick's best friend.
Yeah.
I think in the business still.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like Ric Flair that much, but as a human, wrestlers, I still don't like him either, so it's good. I can't say that enough on my show either, but yeah. I just don't like Ric
You
Flair.
made me have to strut around this garage right now?
No, don't strut. Don't strut. We don't need to strut. It's even make me remind me of Jeff Jarrett as well, and I don't like him either.
I hate you.
Lord mercy, I
I
don't
hate
like
your
those two
opinion
guys.
so
man.
much.
Well, not all of them, because they got good ones.
You got someone.
I just don't like those two guys. They're
No,
good.
I'm messing with you.
But, you gotta get people like Randy Orton, dude.
I love Randy. Randy's my guy.
There we go.
One of my guys.
There we go. Victor's in the ring. He's waiting on someone to come out there to fight on Raw in front of his son. And Randy Orton comes back.
Just a surprise return. That would be dope.
Yeah. I don't know. I love the fantasy stuff. I love booking. I always wanted to be a booker in my life. So.
I would, honestly, if that were to happen, by the time the match is done, I would make Randy respect my ability so much that he would stand me up, shake my hand, and okay on my ass again.
Hell yes. That's beautiful. See, that's what I like about wrestling. This man just spit out a whole fucking scenario.
Yeah.
I love the creation of things. And that's basically with anything, it's creation. But, that's the beauty of wrestling. It's just the stories that you can tell. And working legs, working arms, working body parts, it's all storytelling.
Yeah.
Psychology, boy.
Everything. The
One of my
big
favorite
psychology
things.
is just... And it goes beyond... Okay, so as a counselor, from the counseling perspective, I talk about it sometimes.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just the TV.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just the acting. It goes beyond just the matches.
Yeah.
It is what...
Continue.
It's deeper than anything.
Yeah.
You build a community.
Yeah.
I was talking about it last night. NAAA, as a recovering alcoholic, they have community.
Yeah.
That's what they built with NAAA. The wrestling community has built that without it having to be built on mental health or addiction or anything else. It's built on love and community, and that's what we need to fix the world.
Yeah.
To fix everybody's mental health issues.
Yeah. More love and compassion, more understanding and what was it? Fuck, my words are fucking like whatever. Unconditional.
Yeah. Unconditional positive regard.
Yeah. You walk life positive. Try to kick out all the negative stuff. Of course, there's negative stuff you have to face.
There's
head on.
bullshit.
Yeah,
I mean, there's...
You have to. But those are happy situations, and you just gotta push through them and be a better person and come out of it unscathed. Maybe a little scathed, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as you fight through it, you're good, man. That's all this life is a fight. I mean, like, there we go again. Back to wrestling. It's all a fight.
The wrestling?
I've actually heard wrestlers say that the world is a work. Like wrestling. I've actually heard that saying. I don't know if anybody else heard that saying.
Joe Cool is a gimmick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially. Yeah. But Joe Shelton is also a gimmick.
Yeah.
Everything is like a gimmick.
Like we were saying, like, everybody's got a different perception of you.
Yeah.
There's millions of different versions of you out there.
Everything you put out into the world is a work.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep. Sometimes you have to put on a face to get through the day.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a mask or nothing like that. But
that leads me to my next question that I love to ask. I love this. Okay. So, Victor, as a professional wrestler, all the years you've been in the business, I'm sure you've had different gimmicks. Of your gimmicks that you've had over your career, telling storylines and different things, what is the most like your actual personality? So we got people like, and I asked this too, we got people like Stone Cold Steve Austin, who are amplified versions of themselves. I'm not going to use his name. You actually call him out.
Yeah, I do it all the time, man. It's fine.
Cena.
The world knows it.
Triple H.
I mean, he's using his name, government name anyway.
He never used.
John Cena is a government name.
Triple H never used the name
Paul Levesque.
Right. He never used that. But I mean, he is just Paul Levesque multiplied, amplified by 10.
Well, they're using it now, so I can get away with it.
Shawn Michaels is just Hickenbottom.
Michael Hickenbottom.
Michael Shawn Hickenbottom. But he is just him. But amplified by 1,000. So, Victor, of all your gimmicks and everything you've presented over the years, what is the most like you as a person?
So I would just have to say Mr. Everything. Who I am now. That's me. In fact, during my time with Control Your Narrative, we were pushing the character of the father of Control Your Narrative. That is the most like me I've ever been. I've always been Mr. Everything. Even before wrestling, I was Mr. Everything. I was Mr. Everything because of modeling. That's how that ended up transitioning into wrestling. I would go to shows, I was always modeling, I was always acting, I was always doing stuff. And some of the female models would always say, "What are you doing this week?" Or "Where are you at? Where are you going on?" And it's, you're always doing something. You're like Mr. Everything. And it stuck. Everywhere I would go, every fashion show, every photo shoot, I said, "Oh, they're going to Mr. Everything, they're going to Mr. Everything." And it stuck with me. So when I became a professional wrestler, I had this little crazy gimmick where I thought I was an android and I could never get hurt. It didn't work well because I was only 150 pounds. And imagine me stepping in the ring with somebody 350 pounds saying, "Yeah, no matter what you do, you can't hurt me." It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it took a really good group of guys to say, "You know what, why don't you just be Mr. Everything? Come up with a good first and last name and just be Mr. Everything. That's you. Like, that's legit you. You exude that because you're always doing something." So I took it and I ran with it. So it always has been Mr. Everything to me. But once I got in Control Your Narrative and I was able to just naturally be in terms of somewhat. You ever watch the movie The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith?
Yes.
I think I have once, but I couldn't remember.
My character as the father in Control Your Narrative is Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness. Everything that man went through trying to provide for his son is my same mentality of life. Living like I've lived. I slept in my car a couple days before. I lived in an apartment where it had no lights for months. I I used to call it the cave. I used to literally like get up early in the morning, take a shower, get dressed, go to the boxing ring, train, leave the boxing gym, go back home, take a quick shower, go to the barber shop where I worked at, cut hair all day, all night until it was like 10, 11 o'clock. So that way, the only thing I needed to do when I got home was go to bed because I didn't have any electricity.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's the best way to do that. Yeah.
So the father of the narrative was me wholehearted. Mr. Everything was me in terms of everything that I do, entertainment, life-wise, but wholeheartedly, 100%, without like, when you look at it, like, yeah, that's him. It don't matter what he says or what he does, that's definitely him. And that was the father of the narrative when I was doing Detroit United.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Because Control the Narrative, I'm not sure, but I know it's EC3 thing. Is he the he's not the one that's behind it, is he? He got brought in.
Yes.
He is behind it?
No, he's the one behind it, yes.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. So I was gonna say that, but I couldn't comfortably say that without being kind of wrong, maybe. I was kind of confused on it in the beginning of it, but I was pretty sure it was EC3 doing it, and that is like the coolest thing that he has done by far. I think in his career, the TNA thing was good. Like everything he has done has been on par with any legend in this fucking business. Like anybody, I put him up there with all the greats because he is one of the most legendary. I mean, he's got a body for days. Okay. Not even just that, but what he did with Control the Narrative and what he is doing with that, he took Braun Strowman in after they released him and did probably some of the best work that Braun Strowman's ever fucking did. And everything I've seen with Control the Narrative has been straight to the core, good shit. And it's just it's just I don't even know. I kind of lost my how to explain it, but it's impactful. It's just some of the greatest work I've seen people do. There's quite a few people through there.
We're not done yet. We're revamping some things, so just gotta keep your eyes and your ears open. I'm still from the last time I talked to EC3. There's gonna be some really big things in the works, so guys, keep your eyes and ears open.
That is just amazing to hear that you're working with EC3. This is fucking amazing. Like, congratulations to everything you've ever done in your career, your children, everything that you have mastered in this life. You were a GOAT. And you don't need... Look, I'm being real. You do not need a WWE or an AEW to confirm that.
I feel that.
There's no Hall of Fame ring bigger than the ring that you're already wearing. Pun intended. That's meaning your wife's ring. The ring that you have in your finger is your wife and your kids. That is Mr. Everything right there, boys and girls.
Yeah.
That is what we need to take from this right here, is the inspiration that was just given to all of y'all. And it was all genuine, and like I said earlier, it's on the fly. Yeah. So everything that was said today was real, you know. So and the inspiration from this right now, I just, once we're done here, I'm hoping my son's awake, and I'm just gonna hug him.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So not cutting it short, but I guess we're getting closer to the end of the show.
Yeah, we've had a lot of time, so we're not cutting it short at all.
No,
we appreciate so
the whole
much. It was amazing.
The time that you've given us is lengthy, and I love the length that we've got today on footage. And
I've watched a couple segments, and I'll admit that I went in green.
Yeah.
To this. I usually do.
That's your job.
That's my job. To be the Watson to your Holmes, if you will.
Yeah. I'm
to be asking the questions like, Sherlock, what's going on here? I don't understand.
I'm the teacher, you're my student.
Yeah, exactly. So
I did it before we got together. So, and that was my stomping stuff. It was some good stuff, you know. The Sin Crowley one I did first was kind of fun.
But I am amazed, and I, for one, can say from just talking to you today, I will be following your career and rooting for you in everything you do. Like, you've already accomplished everything you want to accomplish, but then you've got nothing but growth from here, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, because you got a 7-year-old son.
I love it.
That's got more years to come, and I can't wait to see what that dude does, okay? He's already a star in my eyes. Like, he's already big time. And it was like Brody Lee's son, Brody Lee Jr. And I was going to say that earlier, as the community stepped up. Dodie brought him up for what they did recently for, I think, WrestleMania or whatnot. Or did something with them. And the AEW doing it. And it's just fucking amazing what Cody Rhodes has done for that son, for that boy, for Brody Lee's kid. And, like, I'm a big dude on Brody Lee. I love him. But that's just amazing. Amazing
story, amazing career already, and just more to come. And I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Absolutely. During the suspension, my son has picked up artistry. And he has, it's not, I really believe.
Breaking up a little bit. Victor.
So he draws like Goku, he's drawing Frieza, like he's always drawing something. And it's really, really good for someone who learns by himself off the site. It's amazing. So I made a deal with him. And I told him that if he continues to do good in school, as of right now, I have my own company now. I have my own business. I have my own LLC. It's called Roosevelt Conyers LLC. And other than that, I can pretty much cover everything that I do in terms of my wrestling, my modeling, my acting. And I just got my certification as a personal trainer, and I'm working on a second certification as a strength and conditioning coach. And once I get all of that settled, I am going to open up my own performance center, where I'm going to do professional training and personal fitness. What that means is, if I'm a basketball player that wants to come in and do a workout, the workout will be structured around him going to the next level in his basketball career. Same football, I'm going to do professional wrestling training. I'm going to have a ring, and in terms of personal fitness, if any regular Joe or regular Jane wants to come in and be better than health, they can come in and do that as well. With that, I'm going to try my hardest to have a session for kids to come in and do particular workouts and exercises and things of that nature. And because of my son's skills in drawing, I told him that would be the area where he can go in and he can draw and design whatever he wants on the walls to grasp the attention of kids, because he's a kid himself.
Hell yeah.
So, be on the lookout for that. I want to have that done in Raleigh, North Carolina. He's really excited, so I think this has motivated him to go above and beyond to make sure he does everything right, because it's all about leaving a legacy.
Yep.
And once he goes in there and he puts his murals on the wall, it'll be more than just a mural, it'll be the beginning of the story.
All right, as we're winding to the end, we hit a few things. We got the match coming up in Raleigh. No, I don't know. In Charles City.
Yes.
Charles City. We got the possible SmackDown in Raleigh whenever that is.
Raw?
SmackDown.
SmackDown?
I'm pretty sure is what he said.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything? You just promoted your wrestling school. Is there anything else you need to promote before we sign off?
Well, the main thing that you touched on earlier, mental health. Let's definitely always promote mental health your best friend is always smiling. Because sometimes it's like, it's okay. So, let's promote mental health always, all the time.
Promoting mental health for the betterment of humanity. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And autism awareness.
Yeah.
Which I read on my list.
Alright. Like I said.
Yeah, your YouTube channel?
YouTube.
YouTube is Roosevelt Conyers, Mr. Everything's. You guys should look up Victor Andrews Wrestling on YouTube. But he explains and gives you everything in terms of social media and all that. Just go to my website, www.rooseveltconyers.llc.com. That's www.rooseveltconyers.llc.com.
Cool. Well, has this been
the highest
fuck podcast?
Oh, I think it just was.
This has been the
One of the highest
fuck
fuck
podcast.
podcasts.
Greatest fucking a great fucking interview. Yeah. Like it's one of the best interviews we've ever done. It was dope, and we appreciate it.
We appreciate
so
you
much.
so much. And I hope to see you in the future on that show in Charles City.
Yeah.
May 20th, right? Yes.
Yes, May 20th.
Hopefully we can make it there. I'm hoping all is well with that. Because I would love to come in, and I would love to come. Just love to be there.
We'll check it out.
Try to get some interviews and chop it up.
Cool.
Alright, I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate it.
I appreciate you too, buddy. You have a good match tonight.
Enjoy your time tonight in the ring. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
This has been the Highest Fuck Podcast.
And that has been
With you boys.
Matt
Jackson.
and Joe
Cool.
and Victor Andrews.
And we are out like Elvis Presley.
Wow. Just wow.
Wow.
My
dude.
That was
That was fucking crazy.
yeah, I was kind of like not worried or nothing, but I was like,
You were a little nervous, it seemed like.
yeah, but like just doing it at 11 in the morning, you know, and you would think, I don't know how I thought. I thought maybe it would suck, because being early or whatever, but it's not really that early. But I thought it went better than usual because, if we do them late, guys got to work.
Yeah.
We just talked to Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews.
Mr. Everything.
Victor Andrews. Another number saved on my phone.
He was an alien android.
Yeah, alien android gimmick.
For a while.
Yeah. I think that stems from him feeling not the world, like he said, feels like he was, from another planet like Goku. Which was crazy. That was the first interview we had talked about, like, their kid wrestling, Goku's whole life story, basically, like, Raw, literal stuff that he did on Raw. Not just, who's your favorite wrestler, blah, blah, blah. But more so, actual inside as you will.
Mm-hmm.
As you will.
Yeah.
That's the rules. And Rob Killjoy just read my message.
Nice.
So, we'll be hearing with Rob Killjoy in a minute. So, we'll wrap this up. It was a great podcast, a great interview with
it was such a good show.
With Victor Andrews.
Victor Andrews.
Everything.
He's such
the greatest father I've ever.
That guy is such a nice guy.
I mean, that man was just legit, too legit. Not too legit, but you know what I'm saying. He was the legit. What?
What exactly do you need from me? How long will it take? However long you want. As long as I mean, go ahead. All right. Well, we literally did say it's like Elvis Presley.
We already said
we are the Highest Fuck Podcast. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you want to see. Let's talk about it. Show us love. Push us to the next level. Do all that stuff. This is the Highest Fuck Podcast again with you boys,
Matt Jackson
and Joe. Motherfucking finally ending it correctly. Cool. And we
are out.
Like
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.